Stitches. So we're back with another day of 12 Days of Treemas, and today's stitch on my tree is going to be a long and short blanket stitch. So I've already started my stitch, so I'm going to come up where I want to start my stitch. Oh, okay, and I'm going to put the working thread over to the right, or if you're left-handed you might want to work it that way. I'm going to come really close to this line, okay, but I'm going to come up almost to meet that next stitch, next row, and then holding your working thread away from you, you want to then come up again on the line you've drawn, okay, making sure that the thread's wrapped around your needle, okay, so it sort of looks a little bit like a number 7 or a little walking stick. So then I'm going to do another stitch. You can do these quite far apart or ordinarily closer together, whatever suits, whichever's your preferred. So I'm holding my thread away and I'm coming up along the line of where I want my stitches to be, and I'm making sure that the thread is behind my needle. Then I'm going to come up, okay, so I've got another little number 7. Back down. So remember, I'm doing long and short stitches. Come up again. Make sure your thread's behind your needle all the way through. Oops, I'm hooked up. All the way. So make sure your thread's behind your needle all the time when you come up, so you're sort of hooking it around. I'm going to do a long stitch, come up on my line, thread behind my needle, and pull up. Obviously you can do these in a row, straight row. I'm going for a little scalloped look. So come down through your fabric, up, make sure that your thread's behind your needle, and pull. Down, up on the line. Once you get into a bit of a rhythm, it's quite easy. I always get a bit confused when I'm starting off, and I probably do it upside down, because I do notice when you look at embroidery books, they're doing it, working it the other way, but I don't know why I just can't. But it's whatever works for you, I suppose. So we're going to come up, make sure your thread's behind your needle, and pull. I'm going to do a little short one there. Go down to meet that. Up at the edge, and then to finish it off you're just going to go down over the thread. I've got another thread, I'm just getting a bit tangled up here for some reason. There we go, get out of the way. Okay, so I'm going to come along the next row. suppose I could go left to right. Yeah, right to left, sorry. Save one thread, so I'm going to come up. Okay. And then I'm going to go down. And I'll come up, making sure my working threads are wrapped around the back of my needle and pull tightly. Okay. Down. You can do your stitches further apart if you want to, but I'm sort of trying to, because it's quite a small space, I'm making mine a little bit closer together. I'm trying not to go off one kick because it feels like it's going on a slant. So just come back. No, got myself in a knot. Yep, keep going. Doesn't matter if you meet those ones on the way back up. Small stitch. There we go. Once you start getting into the rhythm of these, they are quite simple. Just sometimes have to think which way I'm going, because I just can't. My brain seems to have a malfunction on my left and my right. I'm going to come down that one, up the edge. Okay, so I've got my stitch, and I'm going to go back over to secure it, back over the stitch. Try and see if you can see that. Oh, and down. Then I'll finish that off. Okay, I'm going to go all the way to the top doing that. So I'll come back when I've finished that, and we'll finish the stem off and see if we need anything else going on it. Okie dokie, so we're back, and I finished off my long and short blanket stitch all the way to the top. So now I'm going to put a little bucket for my tree to stand in, and I'm going to use this DMC metallic thread. When I use metallic thread, I always try and use a needle with quite a large eye, and the needle's thicker than your thread's going to be, because this will make a hole bigger than what your thread is, so it doesn't disintegrate your thread so quickly, if that makes any sense whatsoever. And a little bit of wax on your thread as well to sort of flatten out the metallic bit. So I'm going to put my starting stitches in, and I'm just going to come up, because the sort of tension against the fabric starts to break down your thread quite quickly. Let's get my laying tool. Oops, I'm stuck. So just come up. I'm going to come up and down quite far apart. I'm not doing a stem stitch, I'm going to do like a little basket weave. I've gone with a double thread just to make it a little bit more rustic. If you're doing a lot of stitches together, you'll find that metallic threads really do start to disintegrate quickly, because you're going up and down quite a lot. So the less amount of times you can go up and down through your fabric, the better with metallics. That's not very straight, but hey ho, not to worry. So I'm going to go down that one. I'm going to come up at the top, and then using the back of the eye of my needle, I'm going to go over the top of this one, under, over, under, over, under, and then I'm just going to pull through. So you've sort of made a little weave, pull it across, guide it across a bit with you. If you haven't got one of these little laying tools, don't worry, you can use a bodkin needle, the end of a paintbrush, all kinds of little tools, but they just do come in useful. So I'm going to come up again, and I'm going to come up this side of it this time, because I want to go over the top of this stitch that went under. So I'm going to over, oops, under, over, under, over, under. Pull it all the way through. I am going, you could come back with your thread without going back down, but because it's metallic, it wants to spring out of place. I mean, I'm not too worried about it being perfect. That's not the aim of the game. I'm trying to make it look a little bit rusticy, but with a bit of glitter, because I feel like I've not put enough sparkle on for the moment. So I'm going up and over, up and over, up and over. Oops. Oh goodness. Oh, where's my needle? And then I'm going to come back, down, I think this way the last one, come back under. So I'm going over that one and under that one. Ouch. Over, under. Oh, well, I'll just do it. I'm really in an awkward position, and I'm trying to let you see. Oh, I've gone under that stitch. I'm trying to let you see what I'm stitching rather than, there we go, have my hands in the way. Right, so I'm going to go down to secure it. Oh dear. There we go. Lovely. I will secure that off on the back with a couple of nice stitches, but I want to put just a one stitch in, and I'm not going to put a starting stitch in, I'm just going in and out. Shall I do two? Actually going to do another stitch just to give it, I just feel like it's not quite thick enough. There we go. have a give it a spray, get rid of the pen, and get rid of that little starting knot. Oh, did I cut my back? No, I didn't. Okay, so again, when I've finished everything, I may come in and do some little extra bits with some beads. I will see, but that's, I can't even remember what day we're on. So that's the next tree, and I will see you again tomorrow for another tree. Happy Treemas!